too much against a team like Liverpool.
Come out angry at the start of the second half. They did so. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. It's Liverpool away today. Saints are at Liverpool. Never been to Anfield. This is my first ever visit, so it's something I want to capture in all its glory here on the channel. Really appreciate you tuning in, and if you're new here to the channel, a massive shout out and thank you for joining us. Make sure you smash a like on the video if you enjoy it, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel as well. It would make a massive difference to the channel. Loads of new subscribers and new viewers in the last couple of weeks, so thank you all very much indeed. I'm just like 20 to 7. It's light, the sun's up, it's beautiful. I've got to go grab my ferry, get to Southampton, and I'm going to try and edit this video on the way home so it's out for Sunday morning. It's going to be a mission. Travel time today, I think we're looking at probably, I would say 12 hours there and back for me. I'm on the Isle of Wight, is where I live. It's a beautiful day, but I'm on the first ferry out, or first passenger ferry out. I'm on the last one back, so it's going to be a mission today. It's going to be tiring, but I can't wait to get to Anfield. Saints rock bottom, Liverpool top. What could possibly go wrong? Right, I am on my ferry. I've sat down, having a quick look at One Football like I normally do. Great app for statistics and match previews. Liverpool have won 11 of the last 13 Premier League games against Southampton, it's saying, with the exception of a 1-0 loss in January 2021 and a 4-4 draw in May 2023. That's where Southampton got relegated, and Silamana scored those 2 goals on the day. It was his best game ever in a Saints shirt. Both those results come at St Mary's Stadium. Southampton are winless in their last 9 Premier League away visits at Liverpool. They've drawn 2, lost 7. Doesn't look great, does it? Losing the last 6 visits at Anfield by, get this, an aggregate score of 19-1. Dear me, that is not good. Liverpool won 3-2 against us early on in the season. I was there for it. Check out that Matchday vlog if you haven't done so on the channel. Russell Martin was the manager at the time. Things have changed so much since then, haven't they? Boy, it's so different for the Saints, but this is going to be like a 5-hour trip, so you just hope your team turn up. The last away day wasn't great either. That was Chelsea away. Check out that Matchday vlog if you haven't done so already. Levi Colwill scored in that game. A lad that grew up in Southampton that described that goal against us as one of the best moments of his career. He said that on Match of the Day. If you've not seen it, go check it out. This is a lad that grew up in Southampton that's got an involvement with Sholing, described his best moment of his career, scoring a headed goal against a team that were rock bottom of the Premier League and let goals in for fun. Sunday League defending on the day, but the best moment of Levi Colwill's career. Give your head a wobble. And he's been seen in the terraces at St Mary's loads. Don't think he'd be welcome anytime soon. What a monster of a stadium this is for Everton for next season. Just on the way to Anfield, and we just stopped off. We're not far away. It's 1:30 with a little bit of time to kill. So we've come to check out the new Everton Stadium on Bramley-Moore Docks. This is impressive. We won't get to come here next season unless we draw them in the Cup. So it's the only chance to probably see this stadium for a little while until we get back to the Premier League. But it is really, really impressive. Right, I'm inside Anfield and I bumped into an absolute legend. First and foremost,
It's a strong word, man.
right? No, you are. You're doing great. Is another content creator. Shout out the channel. Shout out what you're up to.
We've just launched this season the Saints Network podcast. We're 7 or 8 episodes in now. Started it this season, and it's what a brave season to start doing content in, right?
Tough time to make content, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard because it's basically copy and paste every week at the moment. So,
Yeah.
but we're having fun. So, I mean, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. We're here at Anfield. Is it your first visit? Or you've been here before?
It's the first time I've come to Anfield, yeah. So I did Stamford Bridge a week and a half ago for my sins, and thought, you know what, isn't going to be much more fun? Anfield.
Yeah. I've enjoyed coming up actually. I know it's a bit of a drag, but to come to a famous stadium, it's a famous stadium, isn't it?
Well, the journey was all right. We left at like 7:30, and the journey was quite nice. But since they've done up the away end, it's it's quite a lot of space here. It's quite nice. So.
Yeah, it's a brilliant way. And what are you expecting today, other than a hammering?
What I'm expecting and what I'm betting on are two different things, by the way. Because I never bet on a loss. I always bet on a win. What I'm expecting now I've seen the lineups is an absolute drubbing.
Yeah.
But we say it on our show. As long as I see a bit of effort and passion, I don't really care too much against a team like Liverpool. I thought they might rest some players because PSG next week, they've gone full strength. So I think we might be in danger. So if we concede less than 4, I'll probably be happy. But I bet on us to win.
Yeah, be nice to win when it causes an upset. Juric is made 6 changes. Big changes.
He's made a lot of changes. But I think a lot of Saints fans have been calling for some of these changes for a while.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we think the 5 at the back has been working for us. I think it's a bold move to make the changes against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Maybe not now was the right time. Maybe next game was probably the right time to make these changes. But then he's also had a week and a half to kind of prepare for this game because we didn't have a cup game last week. So fingers crossed it looks a bit better and a bit more solid. But well, I mean, time will tell, I guess. I'm interested in seeing a brand new system against a full strength Liverpool side.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, whatever happens. Wolverhampton Wanderers next week, and then it's the international break. He's under a bit of pressure, Juric, as well. He's going to have to try and pick up something probably next week.
Yeah.
To kind of keep him in. I kind of feel like he loses the next 2, he'd be gone. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I think the management team don't want to get rid of him yet, but I think he's definitely gone in the summer. I think if we look at some of the news around Danny Role as well, I think most Saints fans would think it's probably a signed deal already.
Yeah.
So I think they don't want to get rid of him early and pay any extra compensation. But I think if he gets battered in the next 2 or 3 games, if it gets to the international break and he's lost both of these quite heavily, I think they're going to be forced into making a decision. I think then we probably see Rusk take up the kind of caretaker manager job for the rest of the season, which I wouldn't be against either, to be fair.
Danny Role, heavily mentioned, you just spoke about him. Is he a man you'd like to see next year? Do you think he'd be the man to take us forward in the Championship?
What I find really interesting with a lot of managers is when you hear the club fans talk about those managers, sometimes some fans are positive, some are a little bit negative. With Danny Role, Sheffield Wednesday fans are overwhelmingly positive about him all the time, which for me is a really good sign. If we can get him in and get him settled and give him a solid pre-season and support him, and if we look at what Dragan Solak's doing with the board, so he's now the chairman, he's brought in Spores, and we support him correctly, actually I think he could be the right man to take the club forward. But I think we're going to have to do a lot of consolidating next season and maybe clear out a lot of dead wood and settle the team back down a little bit. So
yeah, I totally agree. It's going to be a big year. We should catch up, do some content together.
Yes.
It's been great to talk to you. Make sure you go check out the podcast. I'll leave all your details in the show notes below. So go check out the guys, do some brilliant work. So thank you.
You're amazing, mate.
So much pressure from Liverpool. It's all Liverpool. But Jan Bednarek and Ryan Manning clashed heads, and Bednarek's had to go off. On comes Armal Bella-Kotchap. Jack Stevens is on the bench, but Armal Bella-Kotchap's come on. Saints are weathering a lot of storms, so there's no real outlet when they get the ball and they try and go forward. Silamana will be the one as Saints go long. Albert Grombeck, he's playing him in a central role, almost like a false 9 at times. Has it got the game as Saints get a corner kick. Header from Taylor Harwood-Bellis, straight at Alisson Becker. Saints have pretty much the best chance of the game.
have had 3 chances. Albert Grombeck picks up the ball on the edge of the box, needs to shoot, but he doesn't. The ball gets stuck under his feet. Matej Fernandes, routine save out of Alisson Becker. There was a corner as well. Again, Harwood Bellis, 3 on target from Saints. But Liverpool are not at it at all. They're nowhere near at it at all. They transition quite quickly. Becker's distribution is superb at times. The Saints have had chances when they get on the ball. Tyler Diblinger just need to get him in the game as well. It was a little bit off him. Fans are on his back a little bit. Don't particularly like that. Certainly around me, a lot of people call him lazy. The Saints are doing the job at this moment in time.
We are Southampton, we're taking the piss. Come on.
The Saints silence Anfield. Saints are 1-0 up at half-time here at Anfield, and what a half it was from Saints. Defended their box so well, so much more comfortable with the back 4. Ryan Manning in at left back, I really enjoyed his performance. I think he's played well. He's kept Salah fairly quiet, and he's also had Alexander-Arnold coming down that side at times as well. Done really, really well. And then Walker Peters' performance at right back has been really good. Midfield of Smallbone, Ogachukwu have been outstanding. They've worked really hard. And Matej Fernandes breaks up so much play. He just works tirelessly hard. Don't really have an outlet other than Silamana, and he's had some good chances at times. Silamana just broke away a couple of times. He's been really good with the ball. He's looked after the ball when he's got it really well. But I think Saints have done really well here. They've silenced Anfield, like I said, and Liverpool have been below par. Ramsdale's not really had a great deal to do. Saints have had the better chances. I'd say Saints have actually been the better team. Transition's a little bit of a worry at times. The turnovers can be quite quick. Liverpool, if Saints commit too many men, Liverpool just turn the game over and they go in behind you, and they've got so much 2 or 3 passes and they're on your edge of your box. But massive credit to Southampton. They've done really, really well, and brilliant to see a goal for the away fans who massively deserve it. Out for the start of the second half, and you can't help but think that if Southampton had started with this formation, or more managers had started with this formation, we would have had such a better chance this season and got a few more results. So much more settled with a back 4. I said about it, I think a back 4 is absolutely the way to go, and I wouldn't change it again for the rest of the season. To see if there's any changes. Saints are the same. No changes for Saints as it stands. But Smallbone with a goal, really pleased for him. But we just need another half, and we're going to make Liverpool angry. Arne Slot's not on the touchline. Arne Slot's not on the touchline. Liverpool are making substitutions. Didn't quite see who that was. I think Harvey Elliott's come on. Not sure who went off. But at the start of the second half, we need more of the same from the Saints to have to weather some storms this half. the second half. They did so. Núñez scores, and then he wins a penalty a minute later. Salah scores from the spot. It's Liverpool 2, Saints 1. The Saints got to hold their heads now. Got to be professional, stay organised, but they're 2-1 down.
He's in form for you. And on for something. You take small bowling for you.
Cameron Archer goes through it. I think he thinks he's offside. It was a bit of a feeble effort. Oh, Liverpool attack. Oh, just wide. Just wide. Good chance, but yeah, he should have scored. Cameron Archer, but Adam Lallander's just coming on for Saints. He's coming on for Will Smallbone. He'd get a good reception. I'll spin the camera round. The Matchday vlog is coming to an end. I'm back in Southampton. It's about 10:05. Not bad going. Wayne, our driver today, absolute legends of that. Massive shout out, Wayne. Thank you for the transport today. Couldn't have done it without you, so massive shout out. I've been editing the vlog actually on the way back. I'm a bit disappointed with it. It's nowhere near as good as I wanted it to be. Nowhere near as many fans on it as I wanted to get on it today. It's just not quite what I wanted, but hey ho. That's how it goes. We'll put a bumper one together for the Wolves Matchday vlog. And if there's anything you'd like to see in the vlog, just let me know. Right, final thoughts on the game. You may have seen my reaction video. I had a bit more time to watch it back and analyse it a bit. Just some thoughts on Darwin Núñez. Should have got sent off, shouldn't he, really? Watching that back, why did he do that on Kyle Walker-Peters? How did he get away with that and not get sent off? That went to VAR as well. Absolutely ridiculous that he didn't get sent off. The penalty, the first one, so soft, the small bone one on Darwin Núñez, who probably should have been on the pitch at that time. Disgraceful, really, the way he's gone down. Absolutely pathetic. It's pathetic, it really is. And that sums up a lot of the Premier League decision making at times by officials. Really, really disappointed. I think any Southampton fan would be disappointed with that. Absolutely shocking. But Saints were good first half. I said during the vlog, I thought they were brilliant, played really well, defended the box well, but real unprofessional for the first 5-10 minutes of the second half, and before you know it, you end up 2-1 down, and that's how it goes at the top level. It's when you're in the Premier League, it's just so unforgiving, isn't it? Championship, you get away with stuff, and Yuki Sigawara, how many penalties is he given away now, by the way? Was that his second or third? How you're never getting away with that, mate. What are you doing? He comes on and does that. But I think the last time he come on to give away a penalty, when the last penalty he gave away. But yeah, just stupid decisions like that, just cost you. But look, we're down and out anyway, and it's just sad state of affairs, isn't it? When you're just trying to get to the 11 points, just trying to find just a few more points, try and get to the 11 and get to the 12. You know, we need to find a win, get a draw. I think we will play like we did first half today. We will do that. There's an opportunity arising next week against Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. That's a game that we need to be targeting to try and get something out of, give the home fans a win. But it's going to be a long 10 games. There's 10 left now. I'm not going to do every away game between now and the end of the season. I wanted to do Anfield today. It's a ground that I've wanted to do. Glad I've went. Really enjoyed it. Captured some great moments. Hope you've enjoyed it in the Matchday vlog. Tune in to my final word show. That's going to be Monday. Be out later in the evening. Monday. You can check that out, and I'll break it down a bit more. Look ahead to the Wolves game as well. Look across the Premier League action this weekend as well. And I just appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you smashing a like on the video and subscribing if you're not. If you're new to the channel, welcome. create football content week in, week out. So yeah, make sure you give me a follow. Right, time to go and grab my ferry home. It's time to head back to the Isle of Wight. It's been a long day, a lot of travelling, a lot of cramped. You know, when you're cramped up in a car, like my legs are. Well, it's my knees that hurt the most actually. And I've had a long week actually with work and stuff. I said earlier, I've been closing down an office. I feel a bit drained, a bit emotional actually. Yeah, change is always difficult sometimes in life, isn't it? But you have to embrace it as well. So looking forward just to getting home. Nice hot bath, finish editing this video, which I'm not massively pleased with, but never mind. I'll see you again soon in another Matchday vlog.